been a year since the Freedom 250 debuted on the weekend of the Bubble 325, and just a year later, 1 week before the Bubble 325, it's back. The second annual Freedom 250 is back and here, ready at Michigan International Speedway. This is MCRN. I will be your host tonight. I am Marcus, and I am here joined with an amazing commentator, and that is Puff.
Well, yes, thank you. Thank you for the intro. But yes, the Freedom 250. You know, after what happened the last year's 250, hopefully we can attempt to get a better one.
Let's hope so. As everyone gets settled in, we're going to go through the starting grid before we run out of time. So, starting in your front row, it is Corey Wilson in the number 4 Pennzoil Chevy.
Pennzoil Panther Racing Delara Chevrolet.
Yep, and in second place is the number 8
Delphi
of Oscar. As now you take it now.
As yes, now in row number 2 we have the number 23 Dreyer Reinbold of entry, AOL Chevrolet Delara of Meadows. He starts third, and right behind him we have the number 18. That is Blue Emo, the number 18 Bank 1 Chevrolet Delara. As now, Marcus, you can do row 3.
Right after him, it's Turdy in the number 7 711 Andretti Racing.
Yep, Andretti Green.
Okay, hell yeah. And right behind him, I believe, and if I am getting used to names.
That is that is Tugboat in the 24 Purex Dreyer Reinbold entry.
Tugboat, let me figure out his name. Tugboat is Ghost, got it. Tugboat with the number 200, like you said. All right, next.
As next up, we have the number 15 Team Ray Hall Pioneer Miller Lite entry of Fallen, and then behind him we have our first pan-ons of the field. That is Robloxian in the number 13. Yes, there are 2 chassis. We have the pan-ons here. The trim spot number 13 Honda, and then behind them we have Ryder in the Team Menards number 2 entry, and then we have I believe Ski in the number 12 Pioneer Chevrolet. Toyota. You can go through the rest of the field, Marcus.
A little slow with this. This is new to me. As behind him, that's Billy in the number 31. If I can find his name, the 31 Cortseco Toyota. And behind him is Dale. Come on, in the number 99. That is, I believe, your car, right?
Yes, now, as we take a look at the end of the field, that is Bubble. That is Bubble starting back into his championship divisional. And he is driving the number 26 Klein Tools Jim Bean Honda for Andretti Green Racing. There are 3 Andrettis in this field here at Michigan. You know, Marcus, let's do a quick breakdown of Michigan real quick. We got 2 miles, 125 laps, 250 miles, lots of banking, and with this big banking equals multiple. What does it equal? It equals multiple grooves of racing. In all the testing races we've had since last night, we've had multiple grooves. We've had, at least every test race, we've had a final lap pass for the win. We are going to go green next time from the field. Marcus, I got to ask you, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm excited, and I love these cars. I love the IRL 5s. It sucks that I missed out on it, being born very, very young to remember. Well, but being very young to remember when these cars were out on track, and it had sucked. But I'm glad they're back in this form here for KRE Classic IRL Series.
Yes, that is true. And how pacing works in this league, if the highlight can unpace the low win, they stay pacing. They cannot unpace until the green flag, and the green flag is leader control. They have until, I believe, isn't it the exit of Ford to the start of the pit wall? Oh, we got
so
spin.
already.
Just starting on the second row and fourth. He's going to rebound his car. You know, remember what happened last time? Only one car finished the Freedom 250 last year. But that was at Indianapolis. But now, coming out of turn 4, when will Corey go?
If he goes, and we're green.
What is Blue Emo doing? A horrible start for Blue Emo.
Oh, and he's out as we're green flag.
Green flag, we are underway at Michigan. Now,
Corey Wilson.
Corey, yes, Corey with that jump, Marcus. But here comes the Dryer and Reinhold entry. That is Tug. Actually, that is Tug into his first ever KRE event. Into turn 3 now. Corey will hold the lead. I believe for another.
Oh!
Huge bump for the 8 car. No slams. Oh, no!
Oh, no!
That ups around. Can he save it?
Yes, he can. Unscathed, luckily and gladly.
No caution will be thrown because he won't take any damage. But what a start to the Freedom 250s. Corey will lead lap 1.
Everyone getting way more spread out now, but let's take a look at the back. That's Bubble. Bubble's starting to make his way from last place. As, by the way, did we catch the Blue Emo, DNF?
As I saw it in my perspective, yeah, Blue Emo was in the wall saying he was lagging too much, and he just decided to just pull out at the last moment. As you see here, it is up currently is Panther, Dryer, and in Dryer we have the 7 car of turning now into P3. But he is getting challenged by Roblox, and by lap 5, the draft. But as we see here, Bubble's already gained a few positions from the start. He started last, he's gained 3, not running through 4 positions as he passes Ryder. As he's about to pass Ryder into turn 1. I'm going to keep an eye on him as well as keep an eye on him. Lap 1 of 125. Here at Michigan.
Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix. But yeah, into turn 3 and 4 now. You know, Marcus, did not tell the people
What's been to tell them?
how pit lane you were. Would you like to explain that?
Yeah, pit lane is on the back stretch entering turn 3. You have to go low there and stay on the apron for that whole turn 3 and 4 entering pit road. And so that could cause a couple of problems eventually, but we're not going to see that for a little while as everyone's single filed out and draft should be turned on, I think, right about now.
The draft is pulled up to the absolute oblivion. We will see some bearing passes. I mean, if you remember, Marcus, from that 50-lap test race we had earlier today. It was, we got a spin. That's what Bloxian.
I believe one of the only Panos is in the field, and he saves it, though. Luckily, we've already had 2 spins, and none of them have been too bad, so let's hope that's all we get for the next 50 laps, as Dirty Air is definitely starting to catch up to them.
Lift into the turns, but before you could just full throttle it. You can see here Nettles. I'm taking a look at him real quick. He is currently on the backstretch, and the leaders are on the now past the start-finish line. So just look out for him, and maybe some blue flags come out. But now look at the gap between the Tugboat and Corey. It has shrunk a lot. You can see down the backstretch. Can a Dryer and Reinhold entry past the Pennzoil Panther machine into turn 3.
Just to get over there again. Dirty Air. There's so much dirty air, and especially if you're in that last place. Even with 1 car, it is still pretty bad. You have to be so careful. These cars are very weird. As we're going to go on board with the second place of
Yep, that's Tugboat.
With the telemetry, if it pops up. With the telemetry, so you'll see what he has to go through with that dirty air being behind the leader. As we see him coming in to turn number 3. You go 230, and you just gotta let off right there. You let off just a little bit too much, making some rookie mistakes, as he is a rookie, right? This is his first time.
No, he's supposed to have a row race.
Wow, that's even, and he started second. That's amazing. So he's got a lot to learn, definitely, as we get off of his his camera as it is still spread out completely.
Yes, it is still spread out. As you can see here. Take a look in the back of the pack. Bubble has gained more positions. He is now in 8th after starting 13th. Actually, 14th. Yes, now down the front. The gap has shrunken from 1st to 2nd. And now they're going to be side by side. Kind of very soon. Side by side. Down the backstretch.
He was looking for the move. It looked like on the outside, just wasn't able to get it. As if he could stay with Corey, he might be looking at the lead on the straightaway and on turn, maybe entering turn number 1. As also, don't count out. There's Turdy right there behind him. He's starting to catch up just as much as him. As here we go, can we see a move maybe to the outside goes Tugboat.
Tugboat to the outside. Can he take it? He will not. He's going to cut down low. Down the backstretch.
What a move, and he tried it.
Will he take the lead of the Freedom 250? Oh, he's on the apron. What will they do about that? I don't think they'll do anything so far. No penalty given so far. But now, Tugboat to the lead. Never mind, Corey gets it back.
No, here's Turdy. Turdy to the outside. He's going to maybe make it 3 wide. No, it's still side by side. But he's on that high lane. He's got a lot more clean air. And also Dale with a warning, which we don't know what happened there. As there's still a heated battle for the lead.
Yes, now they are still in a three-way battle for the lead. And the race has only just begun. We are 12 laps into this event. But as we see here now, coming down the front stretch, it is going to be Corey. They're going to go 3 wide once again. 3 wide in turn 1.
Here's Turdy. Turdy in the middle.
He's going to cut down low. Down the backstretch we go. He is ready, green, number 7 machine, side by side for P1. Here comes Tugboat. Back off. But here comes the number 8.
Oscar.
Here comes Oscar. Here comes Oscar, the number 8. Don't count him out. The top 4 is under a 1 second blanket. As in the P5 is Dale Kumon. He is 4 seconds behind. As we see now down the backstretch, it is all Panther racing. But for now, that's what we look like for now. As Silver Light was turned off for some reason. As we see here, entering turns 3 and 4. Corey continuing to lead.
As Turdy and the Tugboat. Oh no, but here's Tugboat going for another move. Again, that draft is just so strong. You can get a big boost already, very close by, and maybe Turdy might have something for him. He's looking to the inside. No, maybe no. He's going to stay behind, trying not to be too much. Again, we're only on lap 15. As here's Oscar, maybe looking to pass Tugboat.
I'm just going to let you know real quick. Bubble has slid into the. He is in the top 5. He's facing this 4-way battle for the lead. As we go back to Turdy now in the second. I am on board with him. And we see what happens. Corey's apologizing on the radio for something. As we see here now down the backstretch. He is redlined at 234. There's a scratch in his car to go. He's got to push the black car. That is Daniel. He did not have a paint scheme, so he is an unsponsored car. He's an uncharted vehicle.
That's strange, and that should not be right. As let's just take a look back. Oscar made the move to 3rd place, and he's looking to chase down Turdy. Maybe in the next couple of laps he will pass him, as tire wear and dirty air are going to become a big factor as he looks into the inside for 2nd place, and he makes the move and he's going to take it, and he does. Oscar looking for the lead in the next couple of laps.
This is true. He is looking to take the lead of the race. Now, here we go onto the low lane. Turner is going to go back to the second. He cannot for now. Down the backstretch. And a stalled car under the apron, but that's not in. racing through as we probably could see Bubbles soon as he is in P5 in the middle of turn 74.
Oscar coming back to make the second place on 30. Just not able to do it again. That dirty air and tire wear are going to become a big factor. Same with fuel. Fuel might become a factor, not on driving, but I mean, hey, maybe it could be driving. You could be saving as here's Turdy coming to make the move on Corey to the outside. Maybe going to clear. They're still side by side with the clean air Turdy has as they're side by side, and he goes back single file. Corey keeps the lead, but here comes Turdy again, having another move.
Yes, now Turdy. Here comes almost on the low line. He went 3 wide. Side by side, number 3 leading Oscar and Turdy down the backstretch. This reminds me a lot of the late 90s park with the hamper pressure. Now it is off of pure speed and pure track. As you see here now, Corey Wilson back to the lead. I think he has led every single lap so far in this race. As we see here now down the front stretch once again. Here comes
Oscar, makes it. He's kind of almost clear of him.
Oscar is now clear. Oscar to the lead.
There's Corey, though. Corey looking for another move.
Boy, the 5 this season.
Yes, yeah, no,
It's either 4, no.
third time.
The 3-time Bubbles Cup this season is now towards the lead of the Freedom 250. He could open the season with a win and hold on to that championship lead run for the next week that leads to Atlanta. He's now down the backstretch. Corey continuing to snaking a little bit. This caution is out.
Caution is out. Oh,
That is
Civ.
Civ is out of the Freedom 250.
Oh no, and also on that note, we might as well explain that there are no resets for this race. So when you wreck, you're done. No coming back to that as an unfortunate turn of events for him. Man.
Don't hit him. 'Cause that's good. That's good for one man. That's Nedums. Goes back in the front.
How many penalties are in the race? I see 2 in the back. Around the field. There's about 3, I think. 3 left. In a big field of IRL 5s.
Dominated by IRL 5s. Got 23 out of 125.
Daniel finally got his scheme on. So, 2 cars out as of right now. It's 2 cars in the field.
Marcus, I'm just going to let you know real quick. Daniel's pace is the same pace that he just cracked. I don't think so.
Is it the same number?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can find out soon. We'll see.
Ryder is mad. Ryder is mad at somebody.
I mean, I think I'd be mad too if I got wrecked out like that.
He's mad at falling. That is oh, Roblox does not. I think he only got wing damage.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Explain that rule.
Yeah, so if your rear wing crash, that's suspension damage, you are out immediately. But if your front wing gets damaged, respawn your car, but you'll be put one lap down. And with this track and the draft now at its max, you can expect it. We are at 100 laps to go.
You know, this race is gonna fly by. Like if we can go, oh, and it looks like the incident will be under review, so there might be penalties given. But as I was saying, that this race will probably fly by with how, I mean, we're already on lap 25, so 100 more to go. It make it to 90 in maybe 10 minutes.
That is true.
Not actually.
This race could be done in about 45 minutes. If you go caution, not 45 minutes, maybe like an hour.
But the thing about that is how, like, it cautions and precautions. So we got a caution already for that one car. Looks like no further action. Green this time too. There was only one car, maybe a spin, who knows? And then now there was this on the restart. We're gonna see a lot more like that, unfortunately. Let's just hope it doesn't turn out like last year's. And again, let's hope for the best.
Yes, last year's 2250 wasn't the best. One car finish was out of Rico, 27. As we see here, on the back stretch, is also, if you do not remember, next weekend is the 5th running of the Bubbles 325. That is next weekend, next week Saturday.
The Bubble Boy 05 channel.
Bubble Boy 05 YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to it, go drop a like. All the races and subscribe. Now down the road, the Tory's gone.
Green flag, restarting again. Let's hope nothing bad happens. As we're gonna go on board.
He's got the two driving outside pass. Side by side, Corey has the lead. Oscar's falling back.
That is Bubble the Wonder Boy. Bubble Boy finally made his way back up there. The beautiful number 26 Andretti Racing as there's Turdy looking to still contest that third place. Again, no one has pit yet. So everyone's still on these worn out tires plus added dirty air. It just gets it way worse. You do not want to be in the back, but you just don't want to be behind someone.
Now, let's take a look at the rest of the field real quick. Bubble is in third. His tailgate is right behind him. As we see here, that is Oscar. He's back in the front. Here comes Bubble. He's also there. And third in the front. Down the front stretch. We are now on lap 31. So 90 to go. Here from Michigan.
looking to make that move now. Side by side, he makes it.
Whoa,
He's touching.
He's got this. Whoa!
Oh! Oh, caution's out.
Caution is out. It's Steve.
Oh, in the backstretch.
On the backstretch. That is another DNF on the 250.
Oh, that's unfortunate, and that means there are 3 cars out of the Freedom 250. So, word, it looks like he froze, hit the wall. Unfortunately, that's his day. As man, again, caution, so it's gonna get worse from here.
3 panels. Marcus, this race has been going pretty good so far. What do you think? You're back, baby. All right.
Okay. I think this is an okay race. They're keeping it clean. It's just that back middle pack, and especially with dirty air and tire wear, it just messes you up. As Corey takes off, and he's gonna lead us to lap 33 of 125.
Yes, I'm gonna go on board Bubba. This is on the outside of the track. He's on the apron. He's going to go to second. In turn 3. That shows what, Marcus?
That shows how dominant he is, and especially winning three races into the Bubbles Cup. But this is the whole other series, this whole different racing, IndyCar, and he can still show his stuff here.
As we see here now, down the front stretch, it is top 5 carriers. Oscar, Bubble, Gale, and Turner. That is your top 5. Team 1 is Panther, Kelly, Andretti, Schmidt, Andretti.
As here comes Oscar. Oscar slowly catching up to Corey as he's maybe going to look for a move somewhere. Again, that dirty air, he's just right behind it. You got to lift off a lot. As Bubble's still looking to try to conquer that lead. On lap 36, Bubble going to have a huge run going to the inside of Oscar. And can he maybe catch up to Corey? No. Bubble, too much dirty air, just too much speed to go into that third. As they are still single file, but there definitely will be a couple passes in the next couple of laps.
This is true. Into turns 3 and 4 now. As he comes out of turn 4, Bubble is still there. Well, he's still last, and now he's in the 3rd place. What we expect from an Andretti green car. See here now. Into turn 1, we are lap 37 out of 125. Here at the Freedom 250. And see here now, down the backstretch. In 3 and 4, Corey continues to lead the field. And here comes Oscar once again. He's going to be on the attack as he washes up. That's going to give the advantage to Bubble. Is now Bubble in the 2nd place. And now he is hunting on that number 4 car.
He's definitely looking to make a pass in the next couple of laps. As Bubble, can he do it here? Definitely not. No, he's still a little too far. As he's gonna stay behind, going on high lane, making sure he doesn't get that much dirty air. But again, tire wear is still gonna wear him out. So you have to time your move and time how you do it. As can we see, maybe he can make a move here coming to the outside. He does. Can he maybe clear? Does he have enough speed to do that?
Yes,
he does. Corey backs out of it. Bubble takes the lead of the Freedom 250.
Yes, that is our 5th lead change of the day. Bubble going down low. I thought he was going to pit for a second. Now in the turns 3 and 4, can we see our first moves that we were boxing on the apron? As yes, coming out of turn 4, Bubble will be the first new leader today as he leads lap 39.
But I believe also as Corey retakes his lead, I believe someone else did take the lead. I could be wrong, but Corey definitely probably the most dominant car, leading I think maybe 97% of the laps. So still very dominant for Corey Wilson, as if there was one guy to actually contest him, it's Bubble. So we'll see in the next couple of laps, and again, we'll probably see pitters, as you see on the ticker. You will see if anyone goes to the pit, so if we miss it, you will see it pop up right there.
And yes, now as we see here into turn 2 and down the backstretch, you know, Marcus, wait, can he do it? 30 is around on the backstretch. His front wing damage caution is out.
Oh. And he keeps it off the wall even more, so again, if I'm not mistaken, front wing damage, you're good.
Yes, now Marcus. Now that we are under caution, oh, no DNF, front wing damage only. Go. Now here in KRE, we have a lot of things. We have IndyCar, you know, all of this. As we see here, oh no, Marcus, take it away.
And yes, unfortunately, I do have to take it away for a little bit, as Puff will be exiting out of the booth for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
I'm going for 10 minutes.
Most.
When I'm back, I will
be back.
say something. All right.
Definitely, as damn, I will take it over. Corey Wilson, your leader with Bubble in second. Oscar third, as we're getting ready to go back to the green for the Freedom 250. As next week for the Bubble 325, I will be your main commentator. So tune into that, the Bubble Boy 05 YouTube channel, as we are green flag back in the air for the Freedom 250. As Corey gets a good launch, and remember, Robloxian's on the better tires, so we'll see what he does here. As actually, we're going to go on board with Robloxian to see what goes on. We're actually going to stay quiet on the in-car camera. Back up front. Oh, and a wreck! And I believe that is not Nedums. That is, oh, what's his name? That is Tugboat. Apologies, still a little new to this. One of the new guys. Tugboat, unfortunately. Tugboat, unfortunately, out of the Freedom 250, as it is, his name is Ghost. Unless Puff might have been completely wrong. No, I'm pretty sure. It is Tugboat. Good with names, just good with this. As unfortunate for him, as we lose another guy That is 4 cars out of the Freedom 250. And not much going on now. Again, tire wear, dirty air are still a huge factor. I know I'm saying that a lot, but that is genuinely what it is. You have to be clean, you have to be fast, and you have to know how to do this. As Corey leads us off on lap. Oh, in the back, look at that, 4 wide. Oh my gosh, this is crazy, and what the backpack, mid-pack should not be doing, especially with the tire wear that they have. As Turdy's still with them, Turdy makes the pass. Everyone's single filed out again, but you do not want to be in that predicament ever again. Because one mishap, one mistake, you touch another man's tire, you will go flying into the catchment and potentially and definitely over and on your roof. As there's Fallen makes the move on into 5th place as he's gonna slide up into Turdy. Again, you gotta be so careful with that. You can't go too into people as Turdy almost just did. Fallen falls back. Fallen falls back into 9th place, very far from 5th. As I'm never saying that thing again. As you can see, the dirty air starting to catch up with people. The dirty air and the worn out tires, and back up front, we missed a move. That's Bubble taking the lead of the Freedom 250 as Oscar looking to still try and catch up to these two, as it's only been the Corey and Bubble show. Shades of Bubble's Cup. Those two are going to be battling all day, and there's Corey to the inside. Corey makes the move and clears. But here's Bubble. Bubble looking for another move, but there's Oscar. Oscar now finds an opening and is going to make the move on Bubble. Oscar, ooh, contact. That could have been a lot worse than what that was, as Oscar looking to take the lead. But Bubble, here's Bubble. We're going to go on board with Bubble. Hopefully you're still able to hear me again. I'm your host, Marcus. This is MCRN on Twitch. And here's Bubble. Looking to make a move to the inside. He does, but he's going to have to lift again. That's all that dirty air with Oscar and Corey. Only with them two, as here's Bubble again. Going to have another move. 3 wide. Coming into turn number 1. You do not want to make a mistake, as it could have happened there with the Bubble going wide into Oscar. As there's Corey getting his lead contested again by Oscar. It's just been these 3. No one else has been able to catch up. As Dale, come on, has came into pit road. But here's Bubble again. Bubble looking to make it 3 wide, and they go 3 wide again as Bubble gets a drive-through penalty. Side by side, Bubble and Oscar. Never mind. As here's Bubble going side by side with Corey Wilson, and Bubble takes the lead again. And he's gonna go high though, because again, remember, all that dirty air definitely ruins you. As let's take a look in the back, that's Fallen. Never mind, there's a bunch of problems. I believe Turdy and Fallen both hit the wall, had to let off a little bit, going back up front. That's Bubble making a move on Corey, as they're still battling. This battle has not stopped, as they're just trying to get that draft. But there's Oscar, they're gonna make it 3 wide again. Oh my gosh! Bubble takes the lead off Oscar, and I'm lying, Oscar did. As they're side by side to the line, Oscar's gonna lead that lap. Still side by side, but Bubble gonna have that side draft, and he's gonna take the lead. As Dale finally comes out of pit road, he's gonna have to serve his drive-through penalty, as Robloxian gets a penalty for passing under the white line, as they're gonna maybe make it 3 wide again, as Corey looking to make a move along with Oscar. Man, I cannot take a break. Still battling. Corey and Oscar had contact a couple seconds ago, as there's 3 wide again, with Corey going all the way on the yellow. I don't know what you're doing. but he definitely cannot do that as they're still battling. Oscar takes the lead with that misfortune that happened on the inside lane as Bubble gonna take it back again. And the battle's still not over. As he's just gonna stay behind him, waiting to make a move. Oh, and he slides up a little bit due to that dirty air. And Corey's gonna make the move, and that will end that first place battle for a little bit and temporarily. As Dale served his drive-through, as in the back, there's a couple more guys, I think, going into pit road, as that is Nedums and Billy into pit road. We expect to see a lot more people going into pit road. Again, your leaders, Corey, Bubble, and Oscar. As they are just waiting, we're gonna go on board, and never mind, I don't know if they look like they're going to pit. As they're not, but we're gonna go on board with Corey Wilson to get this action and to give me a little break. Coming back, Oscar, they were just side by side almost that whole lap as Corey's starting to catch up. During that, Fallen had came into pit road along with Turdy. There's Corey getting a move made into second. As you go a lot of laps down by pitting. As there's Turdy and Daniel into pit road. So we should see Corey, Bubble, and Oscar come into pit in the next couple of laps. Again, Robloxian, who had pit a couple laps before that caution. So I want to say like maybe 12 laps ago. So he's not going to pit anytime soon. As there's Corey to the outside, and he's going to make the move on Bubble. Side by side, cleared Corey Wilson. Side by side again, Bubble gonna take the lead from Corey Wilson. And he does. Oh, Corey! Oh my God! And what just happened there as he flipped over? That's Nedums into the wall. Corey Wilson had stopped very abruptly. And Nedums just caught air. What just happened there? I believe he's out of fuel. Man. And Nedum's unfortunately going to DNF, and that was the cost of Corey Wilson. Never mind, it's revoked. So Nedums will not be DNF'd. I believe due to the unfortunate circumstances with Corey Wilson running out of fuel. So that shows you need to keep an eye on that fuel, and they should have pitted very soon, as I'm guessing we're going to see Bubble and Oscar coming to pit road in the next lap or so, I believe. still waiting for the call for the green this time, as we might have to wait for Corey. As Corey's currently in pit road. But again, tough luck for Nedums, as hopefully, actually tough luck for a lot of people, because they still need their laps. As I don't know if they're going to get them back this time, and if they do, that's amazing. If they don't, I think they're still going to be able to get them back with Bubble, Oscar. No, they're not, because Robloxian didn't pit. So it'd just be a cycle. So depending on what happens here, we'll figure it out. As Corey, I believe, is starting to come out of pit road. No, he barely makes it. So it's going to be a couple laps till Corey Wilson gets into pit road, as that was a 1 minute and 16-second lap. With the longest 1 minute that Corey had. Having to slowly drive his way into pit road to get some new fuel. As no, that's him coming out, actually. I don't think we've seen that. We've not seen a car run out of fuel in a long time, at least. So there's not much that could have happened there. As we're still waiting on further calls to see if we're going to go green this time. As there's Corey in the back, the yellow car, trying to catch up for Panther Racing. As still no green this time yet, unless I missed a call. Open, or problems in the back. What is going on? That's Billy. That's not Billy. That was Dale who did that. As there's more problems, people punching each other. That one's Billy. Well, just a strange stuff going on currently. As Daniel can't rejoin. A lot of things going on. So, currently waiting on the call for GTC. Corey Wilson will get a drive-through penalty when green due to that incident. Wasn't really his fault, but again, he has to take responsibility for it because, I mean, he was the one who ran out of fuel, so. This time, or the Freedom 250. I believe we still have over 60 laps to go, as we have 60 laps to go. My apologies, so almost exactly 60 to go left in this race. And still a couple more pitters. Again, that's Bubble in first, Oscar in second and Robloxian in third. Robloxian has pitted, so he was the first pitter. But Bubble, Oscar, and Corey still have to pit, which I think Corey might have pitted already. I don't know if he did. I don't know if he just did fuel or what, but we're gonna figure this out as we're coming back to the green. We're gonna go on board. Never mind, we're not gonna go on board as that was a weird restart. As Bubble getting away from the drive to get, you can go at any point off turn number 4. As they're touching in the back. Again, you gotta be careful. As there's Oscar and Bubble. And same with Robloxian. No, not Robloxian, that is Billy, I believe. Billy hasn't pit, I don't think so. I think not a clue as he's in the grass a little bit. As we go back to the front, as Robloxian is now your leader of the race. As it is a single file snake. Wilson will serve his drive-through penalty. There's Turdy trying to pass him on the outside. And Corey Wilson will get a driving penalty again for speeding. Tried to make a move there. He made the pass and unfortunately got overtaken. Them trying to get their laps back. As I think cautions, you get 1 lap back. So they get another one, they will get their next unless they pass. There's the pass as Bubble and Oscar come out of pit road. Oh, and that's Dale going up into Turdy. Corey, I believe, is out of pit road too, and that's Dale into the Robloxian. As there's Robloxian going to get another run to make a move on Fallen. Again, Robloxian has about 20 to 15 lap older tires than any of these guys he's battling with. And that's the flaw of pitting very, very early. As that's Corey coming into pit road. I believe no penalty this time. That's Dale. Dale makes the move on him. It's going to clear him. That's Robloxian getting hit by the dirty air spin, flipping. And people trying not to get collected. Turdy. That's the 15 of Fallen. He's going to get front. Oh, and he's out. That's complete damage. Same with Robloxian. That is not what we wanted to happen. That's, again, so unfortunate there. And as you see, Roblox and Neto both Neto. That is not Netum, that is Fallen, who has DNF'd. As it should be Fallen. As, I believe he will, yep, there it is. He figures out his mistake. As Turdy was the only one who had made himself the lead lap. So does that mean they go off him? We're gonna really see how this works, because I don't know if they're going to get their laps back, and I'm still really confused, as I think that cycles all of our green flag pitters. Everyone is pit now. So, no more pit stops. As, yeah, Turdy will lead. That's the sunset. It's getting darker. There's no lights in Michigan, so when it gets dark, it will get dark. As I believe Dale will get his laps too. He'll be on the lead lap. Yeah, he was ahead of him before the caution. As we're waiting for race control to figure out everything. Daniel needs 7 more cautions to get back on the lead lap. I mean, hey. Maybe he'll get him, maybe he'll not. That's 6 drivers out of the Freedom 250, and we still got a lot more racing to go. That's Dale, come on, leading your field with Nedham behind him and Turdy in 3rd. Everyone back on the lead lap. Green flag back in the air. And we're going to go on board with the number 26 of Bubble. Bubble almost getting over there, getting hit by Nedham's, and that could have been so much worse than it was. And we're lucky he didn't go over. As that's Nedham still battling with Turdy as their 3 wide. Corey finally trying to make his way back up into the field. Nedham's into the inside of Turdy. Bubble into the inside of Oscar. Nedhams goes high, he slides all the way up again. That's all that, as the one car dirty air, that still gets to you. And especially with the worn out tires, which is not that bad. As Corey looking to make his way back up to get his lap back. As again, Daniel was looking for 7 more cautions. Turdy right next to him. That's Corey on Dale. Turdy on Corey. Slides up Corey. Corey's still going to keep his second place. Never mind. Tries to make that move. He does not. He's not clear. As Turdy now going to make the move. And Turdy has your second place position now. And a caution has came out. That is, I believe, that's Billy. Billy had wrecked. We didn't get a good look there, but I'm guessing Daniel. And there's more. I thought more wrecking. But that's pretty much it. Billy is out of the Freedom 250 as I do not know what happened. But I'm guessing it had to do with one of those back people, especially maybe Daniel, maybe Oscar. And that's one caution that Corey needed to get his lap back. And it looks like Dale is under review for horrible driving. So, waiting on more footage. As Billy DNF'd. Unfortunate. That's another car out of the Freedom 250. This time, Dale leads us to the restart, going to the green. Turdy, second place. Daniel also had a weird jump there. I don't know if he had a better reaction time than everyone or he jumped it. But was able to get a pretty good start as almost everyone in this pack except for Billy. Daniel is laps down as there was that Dale drive-through penalty for unsafe driving. Oh, a wreck, and that's Bull into the wall, almost into the fence, and he's into the fence. Oh, what was that? And that is brutal for the number 26 car. And Bubble is DNF'd. And, wow. That's unfortunate. Man. The unfortunate problems. And that is one of your heavy hitters out of the race, out of the Freedom 250. There's still a couple of more laps and less and less drivers. That's 6 drivers in the field currently. And 5 of them are on the lead lap. That's 8 drivers DNF'd from the Freedom 250. Let's hope we are not on track for another one of last year. As we are getting ready, green flag. Dale does a late start. As they're 3 wide, Turdy, Corey, and Nettams. Corey looking to make the move as he does on the outside of Nettams, and he's going to make another move on Turdy. Turdy in that dirty air. There's Dale going all the way down, trying to serve his drive-through penalty, which he was not able to do earlier, As Corey now battling for the lead. Nettams gets contact. That could have gone wrong. Horrible. As Corey's going to finally take his lead back. The one that he's been wanting and longing for. As there's Nettams. Nettams now on the outside. He makes a move. He's clear. And then Nettams gets a warning for avoidable contact. As they're single file. Corey still trying to get back to the lead, with Corey a little more fresher tires than everyone else. Because these guys, all three of these guys who he's battling with had pit way before, or way after. Way before Corey. That was right. That was right the first time. Because here's Nettams. Nettams trying to go defensive, going up to that high lane. As Dale will just go one lap down, coming out of pit road now. Nettams currently leading in one of his first KRE races. One of his first starts, especially in these cars. Definitely not the best thing you would want to start for your start. And I could be wrong about that from what I know. But Nettams is on a roll currently. Keeping away Corey. But remember, that's Corey and Oscar. They were, all three of them, Bubble, Corey, Oscar, were battling in the early parts of this race. So we'll definitely see two of them battling for the lead. And Turdy definitely been pretty silent. And Oscar has a drive-through penalty now. And he's going to serve it now. And he's going to get it there. That's funny, right away. But for avoidable contact on the lap, or not avoidable contact, taking responsibility on lap 78. As that was to Billy, by the way. That is what happened. As Corey tries to take the lead into the inside of Nettams. Nettams still trying to battle with him side by side. Washes up a little bit. Keeps the lead. Turdy was trying to look for something. He had to back out, make sure nothing was gonna happen. Here's Turdy. Turdy on Corey. He's not able to do it. Again, that high lane might have clean air, but it does not have a run. So you're basically going nowhere unless you have the draft and the speed, as that he's making it hard for Corey Wilson to catch up to Nettams. As unless mistakes like that happen, Turdy's gonna have that inside now. We're gonna go on board again with the number 4 of Panther, the number 4 of Corey for Panther Racing. What had happened there? That is unfortunately another car's race. That is Oscar. Another heavy hitter. Word Ford, one of the Bubble 325 qualifiers. Yep, a track bump. So, Oscar's still in and got saved by that, but that also saves Daniel a little bit. He gets another lap back from his 5 laps that he's still down. This has been the longest race for Daniel, as he has just been he was 12 laps down in the beginning and has gotten his laps back. If that tells you that we've had a lot of cautions, we've had a lot of cautions. The Freedom 250 is usually one of the craziest race before the Bubble 325. Again, tune in to Bubble Boy 05 YouTube channel. You can watch the Bubble 325 on there. Next weekend. Or next week. Oh, yeah, next weekend. Next week, whatever. Waiting for the green to start, as Nedham's got a huge gap from Turdy and Corey, as we're green with Turdy in second place, Corey in third, and Dale in fourth. 5 cars maybe. No, 4 cars as of right now battle for the lead, as Nedham's has got a huge gap on Turdy in that second place position. As there's Daniel. Daniel has 4 laps down. Is 4 laps down. And it looks like Dale has dangerous driving warning. That's another warning for Dale. Come on. Turdy sliding up high, and that's going to leave a gap for Corey to go into to make the move. Turdy going to keep it though, but can Corey get some run, especially with giving barely any room for Turdy, as Corey is going to take second place from him. And there's Daniel. Daniel starting to show out, being the lone Panos car. No, there's 2 Panos cars, by the way. I want to mention this. How many cars are still in this race? Daniel is one of 2 Panoses, as the other one is Dale Kamana in the back. The rest of the field is IRL 5s. As Daniel is starting to make more moves, he wants that lap back. As there's Oscar. Oscar also wants his lap back, being 1 lap. Never mind, he's on the lead lap. I lied. Don't listen to me. As Oscar makes his way up to second place. And that all they gotta do is chase down Nedham's. That's Dale going slow, coming into pit road, so that means they might have to pit again. They might have to pit again very soon. Gonna hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday afternoon, wherever you live. I hope you're having an amazing Monday night. Or barely start of a Monday night. This is the Freedom 250 on MCRN. I'm your host, Marcus. And we still got a couple more laps of racing, soon to be 27 to go. As Daniel makes a mess up, going into Corey Wilson. Corey goes up in the air, going back onto the track, and he saves it. What a save by an amazing driver that Corey Wilson is. That was probably save of the week. as you saw, Corey Wilson goes into the air with Daniel's strange driving. I was hitting the wall and causing him to slow down, but that just makes Corey lose so much more time. And that's Daniel already going aggressive as he was just penalized for having that. Oh, and then a track bump! And that completely messes him up and goes into the fence. And I don't think he's gonna be out, but karma, Michigan, the Michigan gods definitely helped. But that is unfortunate. Yep, no DNF track bump. That was just strange. So I will be real quick. I gotta get back. That is a lot of water. Stay hydrated, guys. It's not safe. It's not safe to not be hydrated. As we get ready for the green. As we are green flag back in the air. As I'm currently trying to get something else going. As Nedums has a huge lead again from Oscar. As they are single filed out. Nedums. Here's Oscar though. Oscar been one of the fastest guys here. Looking for that chance to maybe catch up to him. Dale Kaman is one lap down still from that problem and that caution. All that dirty air still ruining him. I need to stop saying that line. Catching up. Oscar. Oh, wrecking in the back. Oh my God, and that was Dale. Dale had flipped. You saw it a little bit. It could have been a track bump. It could have been launching off someone. Another wreck. To be determined if it's a DNF or if it isn't. And Dale, it is a DNF. I believe he got ruined there. That's going to be Dale Kaman's race, unfortunately. And we are down to 5 cars with Daniel on 3 laps left. Three more cautions and Daniel's back. So 3 more cars wrecked out of this and he's back. So as I believe we are green this time. Never mind, incident is going to be under review for a couple of minutes. Maybe just one more lap. As waiting currently, still waiting for the incident to be under review. There's weird problems for, that's Turdy stopped on the thing. During this time now, Turdy currently catching up. And we are going to go 20 to go. Coming to the line. As we are green flag, Nettles gets the jump again. We're going to go on board with him. On the rear, we're going to see how close it is they can catch up. And when they can catch up. We'll see how dirty air affects Oscar and Corey Wilson as the sun goes down. Dirty coming into the pit road. Will that work? Yep. We saw Dale pit before he DNF, so definitely might be a strategy that can be done. As Oscar has caught up right next to him. And that's Nettles currently coming into pit road with Oscar now taking the lead. As Corey takes the lead. And now it's just going to be a battle between these two if they stay out. And I want to say Puff is unable to come back to the booth. I don't know if I said that. He is just not able to. Unfortunately, so it'll just be me till the end, and we'll still give you great coverage as Knight starts to slowly catch up to Michigan International Speedway. That's Oscar still waiting to make that move, or will they come into pit road? Who knows? Now, if I'm Daniel, I'd stay out, depending on how much your fuel is. And you know what? We can actually go take a look. Daniel has 5 gallons of... Okay, good. That's a good call for race control, that there is no effect with the lights, or no effect with it turning nighttime, as he's got 5 gallons of fuel and 40% tires, so never mind. Daniel should pit soon, but he gets another lap back. Maybe if he stays ahead, he might be able to do it. As let's go take a look also at when it will pop up. That's Corey at just above 45%, and Oscar way more above. Same with Turdy. Looks like Turdy didn't pit at all. I don't know what he did. I don't know if he had a penalty. I'm not gonna lie, I did not see. But coming back to it, these two still battle it out. It could be them to the end. I'm not sure. But I'm certain we will have a battle for the end of this race. Oscar takes the lead. Oscar with Corey on turn number 3 and 4. Corey getting that dirty air. Oscar getting the tire wear. There's still no chance, no signs or clue that they are pitting. As they're side by side, Corey not gonna make the move. Again, still nothing. It's slowly starting to back out. Corey Wilson. I don't know if he's trying to do something, he's trying to catch up, or if that speed is starting to slowly get to him. As he's coming back again, you can catch up if you fall back even a little bit, the slightest. As Daniel slows down, Oscar spinning into the wall, and that's gonna be a caution. That was just bad checking up with Daniel in front. And problems. I don't know what just happened. And that's a DNF for Oscar, again, a strong one. And that's gonna put Nedums back into the battle, and Daniel, if he doesn't get kicked out, Daniel will be back on one lap, and there would have to be one more caution in order for him to be back on the lead lap. As Corey, it's going to be a 3-car battle, but remember, their tires, Turdy under 40%, Corey just about under 40%, and Nedums 80-90% tires. So, and there's 4 cars left. This might get good, this might get bad. And we're coming to the green this time. And Corey Wilson will lead us. He has to get a good jump, and he does. Nedums had to go past Turdy, as Turdy didn't get going, as they're 3 wide. It is dark here at Michigan International Speedway, but that won't stop us. And Corey is a drive-through penalty for the incident, and that gives Daniel his lap back. And now it's against Turdy and Nedums. Now, Turdy, again, 70% less than what Nedums is. Now, same with Daniel, as there's Turdy. And that's going to be Nedham's win. It looks like that's where he clears and that's where he passes. And he's completely pulling away from Turdy. Anything that Turdy can do, well, there's nothing he can do. He's going to get a run here, but he's not going to be able to keep it into that inside. And it looks like Corey Wilson has been disqualified for the drive-through. And that's crazy, and that'll get him out of the race. As there's only 3 cars in the field. And one of those cars is a lap down. One of those cars hasn't pit in over like 20, 30 laps. And the other has pit in like 10. Nedham's right behind Turdy. This is going to come down to if Turdy's genuinely strong enough to keep Nedham's from pulling away on those 37% tires. Nedham's clear Turdy, but I don't know if Turdy has enough anymore. He's gonna try and catch up to him. He will slow lead, but he just doesn't have the rubber should stay in that line with Nedham's. Just like last year, we have a very low count of drivers. As you can see, Turdy having to lift up because of dirty air and because of tire wear. As Turdy slowly catches up. But he just still doesn't. He's just not able to do it. He slowly gets there, but he has to lift off way more because of tire wear. As we're coming to 2 to go, can Turdy and does Turdy have anything to do with this 30% or 35, 37% tire wear? 2 to go for the Freedom 250. Turdy looking on the outside. Side by side with Nedham's again on that horrible tire set he has. Nedham's clean, 85%. He still has something to try. As they're side by side, it is impressive how Turdy is able to keep up with him. As coming to the line, it is the white flag for the second edition of the Freedom 250, as Turdy looking to make the move. Turdy makes the move. But will Nedham's catch up to him? He does. He still stays side by side with him. Will that tire wear be enough? Does he have enough rubber to get through a couple more corners better than Nedham's? Nedham's has that inside. Turdy had to lift off, coming to the line. It's not going to be enough. Nedham's will win the second edition of the Freedom 250. Turdy in second. And that is Daniel, who just ran out of fuel. He's going to crawl his way over to the finish line. And what an action-packed race that was. And unfortunately, 3 cars were able to survive what was the Freedom 250. And congratulations to Nedham. Definitely was a special one for him to win. and not much he can do. Is he going to try to burn it down? He is. He cannot wreck it, though. If he wrecks it, he's out. A small little burnout into that victory lane. If he were to time that, make that perfect, that would have been crazy. And I apologize for stream audio if there was any technical difficulties. One of the first times I have streamed in KRE. So with that, the VOD will be up and back going in the next couple of days. I think in a couple of hours, maybe an hour, it'll be back up, the replay. But that is it. Corey Wilson will take your fastest lap. Cardi will go pack his bags and get ready to leave back home. And that was the Freedom 250, an action-packed race. Bunch of wrecks, bunch of cautions, and only 3 drivers survived. We'll see you next year, and we'll see you next week for the Bubble 325. That should be a fun one. And of course, yours truly will be back there. So we'll see you next time at KRE.